Welcome to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
Hello, Warriors fans. Buckle up because we have a lot to analyze today. There's a possible Jarrett Allen trade that could happen at any moment, and it might be the game changer the Warriors need. Additionally, Stephen Curry made some fiery comments to his critics that have me excited. So let's dive in, but first, if you're as excited as I am about the Warriors basketball return, give us a thumbs up and let's get started. Kevon Looney is gearing up for a significant role this season. In a recent interview, he revealed that he's been working hard to improve his mid-range and three-point shooting. Looney has been practicing his long-range game for years, and Coach Kerr is supporting this new focus. But let's be real, Looney's stats don't exactly scream three-point threat. Over the past 3 seasons, he's attempted only a handful of three-pointers and has struggled to connect. With Klay Thompson out, the Warriors desperately need floor spacers. Looney's efforts are admirable, but will he really stand out? He's facing competition from younger players like rookie Trace Jackson-Davis, who showed promise last season. This could be a make-or-break year for Looney as he enters his 10th season with an $8 million contract. Next up, let's talk about Jarrett Allen. There are strong rumors that the Warriors might trade for him. Allen could bring a much-needed boost to the Warriors' defense with his rim protection and physical presence in the paint. The Cavaliers might be willing to trade him, given his hefty $91 million contract and the potential they see in Evan Mobley. The proposed trade could involve Looney, Moses Moody, and 2 future first-round picks. This is a steep price, especially considering Moody's potential, but Allen's defensive abilities could significantly elevate the Warriors in the competitive Western Conference. Now let's talk about Stephen Curry. The Warriors star recently took a jab at his skeptics, saying he loves the skepticism because it fuels his motivation. At 36, Curry is still a dominant force, averaging 29.4 points, 6.3 assists, and 6.1 rebounds last season. His performance was MVP-worthy, and with his recent Olympic showing, he's ready to carry that momentum into the NBA season. Curry's determination to prove his critics wrong only adds to the excitement as the season approaches. And speaking of excitement, there are rumors about Jimmy Butler potentially joining the Warriors. With Butler reportedly unhappy in Miami and the Heat open to trade talks, could he team up with Curry and Draymond Green? Butler, despite being 35, remains an elite player, averaging 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists last season. However, his injury history and the Heat's tough negotiating stance might make this a tricky move. The Warriors might need to part with players like Andrew Wiggins or Jonathan Kuminga and future draft picks, but Butler's fit with Golden State's style of play is intriguing. Finally, let's keep an eye on Jonathan Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins. Kuminga, not receiving the Supermax extension he wanted, still has room to grow and could earn a bigger contract in the future if he continues to develop. Wiggins, coming off a challenging season, needs to bounce back and be a crucial part of the Warriors' championship hopes. As we head into training camp, the Warriors have a lot to do: trades, contracts, and preparing for a new season. If you're as eager as I am to see how all this unfolds, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're dropping Warriors content almost every day. With the season approaching, the Warriors' strategies and decisions are more critical than ever. The potential Jarrett Allen trade could change the game, adding a strong defensive anchor to the team. Allen's rim protection might be exactly what the Warriors need to counter the physically dominant teams in the West. But weighing the pros and cons, it's clear that any trade involving key players and future picks needs to be carefully considered. Then there's the speculation about Jimmy Butler. If the Warriors manage to bring Butler into the mix, it would reshape the team's dynamic. A Curry, Butler, and Green trio could potentially be one of the most formidable in the league. Butler's all-around game and defensive prowess would complement Curry's offensive brilliance and Green's playmaking ability. However, integrating a high-level player like Butler into the team could come with its own set of challenges, particularly in terms of chemistry and balancing roles. Looking at the Warriors' roster, the development of players like Jonathan Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins will be crucial. Kuminga's growth and ability to stand out could influence future decisions about his contract and role on the team. Wiggins, who had a challenging season last year, will need to bounce back and contribute significantly if the Warriors want to compete for another title. Overall, I'm excited to see how the team's strategic choices and player development will shape the season. The Warriors have always had a unique ability to adjust and reinvent themselves, And I believe with some strategic additions and a return of key players, they still have what it takes to compete for the title. I'm excited to follow every step and see how these potential changes could elevate the Warriors to a new level. And, of course, I want to know your opinion. What do you think about these potential moves? How do you see the future of the Warriors with these options on the table? Share your thoughts and expectations for the upcoming season in the comments below. Stay tuned for more updates as we continue to track all the latest news and developments around the Golden State Warriors. Click the subscribe button, like this video, and turn on notifications so you never miss the action. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and let's get ready for an electrifying Warriors basketball season. As a Warriors fan, I'm really excited about the possibilities for the upcoming season. The idea of adding Jarrett Allen to the roster is intriguing. He could be the paint defender the team needs to strengthen defensively. His ability to protect the rim and his physical presence in the paint are exactly what the Warriors could use to better compete against the tougher teams in the Western Conference. However, the proposal to trade Kevon Looney and Moses Moody, along with future draft picks, is a high price. Moody has great potential, so this trade requires careful consideration of the long-term impact. Regarding Jimmy Butler, the prospect of seeing him join Curry and Green is quite exciting. Butler brings a competitive mindset and defensive skill that could really complement the Warriors' style of play. Imagining a new Big Three with Curry, Green, and Butler is thrilling, but it's also important to consider the cost and the adjustment of a 35-year-old player. Butler's injury history and the potential need to reshape the roster to accommodate him are important points to consider. As for Kevon Looney, I admire his attempt to expand his game with a greater focus on long-range shooting. It's a valid attempt, but considering his history of low efficiency from three-point range, it may be challenging. If he can improve, it would be a great asset for the team, especially with Klay Thompson out. Jonathan Kuminga is also a key piece to watch. He has incredible potential, and if he continues to develop, he could become a valuable asset for the team, whether through a future extension or as an impactful player now. And Andrew Wiggins, with his ability to bounce back and return to all-star level, could be crucial for the Warriors' plans. Overall, I'm eager to see how the team's strategic choices and player development will shape the season. The Warriors have always had a unique ability to adjust and reinvent themselves, and I believe with some strategic additions and a return of key players, they still have what it takes to compete for the title. I'm excited to follow every step and see how these potential changes could elevate the Warriors to a new level. And, of course, I want to know your opinion. What do you think about these potential moves? How do you see the future of the Warriors with these options on the table? Leave your comment and share your expectations for the upcoming season.